In this video, I'm talking all about AeJuice and their seamless transitions pack and how to use them inside of Adobe After Effects. So let's get into it. So once you're inside of Adobe After Effects, you first want to just make sure that you've got two clips next to each other like so. So I've got this clip of this person walking on video layer 1 here. We've got this person here, and then we've got the London skyline here. So we've got these two clips right next to each other. So if I was to do any other transition manually, it would take me anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes on the transition, sometimes longer if it was a more complicated one. But the great news is with the AeJuice Pack Manager and the Seamless Transitions Pack in particular, it only takes a matter of about 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So once you've got the AeJuice Pack Manager installed, all you have to do is go into Seamless Transitions. And then basically you've got all of these different transitions here. So you've got basic, transform, blur, camera, displacement, fade, fisheye, flares, flip, form, glitch, hit, lens, offset, perspective, pixelate, shake, simplified, stretched, tap and cursor, target, zoom, warp, and then you've got some sound design assets down here as well. And they're really going to help with those transitions. So let's go back up to the very beginning. We'll go into camera. So you've got these camera ones here. They look really cool. We'll go down to fade. You've got some really interesting fade transitions, flares. And I did a tutorial on something like this extremely recently. And in the tutorial, it took me about 10 minutes to do one of these flare transitions. But with the AeJuice Seamless Transitions Pack, you just select the transition, press import. It will take a few seconds for AeJuice to do its thing. And you just zoom in, place this cut marker in between these two clips. So where the clips are cut. And then as we play this back, you can see that looks really awesome. The cool thing is with these transitions as well is they don't actually affect the layer itself. It's kind of like an adjustment layer on top, which means if you wanted to take the transition to the next level by adding in a few extra things, then you can do. So if you wanted, you could transition the levels of the clip to go to white, and then it can transition back out. So if we go into, let's go effects and presets, we'll search for levels. We'll drop levels onto our first clip. We'll go to the end of the clip and pull the levels all the way down to, let's go for 50. We'll select the histogram stopwatch icon. We'll go back in time by 4 keyframes and pull that up to 255. We'll do the same thing out. So we'll pull the levels onto the second clip. We'll go to the start of that second clip, pull the import white down to around 50 or so. Create a new keyframe on the histogram, move a few frames over, pull that down to 255. And then when we play this back, you can see we've got this first clip animating in, and then you've also got the AeJuice Transitions Pack on top of that, which is really helping to blend the two together. It's not just the flare transitions that look really good as well. You've got all of these other cool transitions. So a glitch transition is quite a difficult transition to edit, but all you have to do with the AeJuice Pack Manager is just double click it, drag the cut in between these two clips, render that out. To edit something like that, you would have to move the position of this first clip down. As you can see, the bottom is positioning down. There's some sort of distortion and blur at the top here. Then the second clip comes in. There's like it looks sort of like a box warp or some sort of warp or something on that second clip that is now transitioning in. And that looks really awesome. To create a transition like that without the plugin manager would probably take me about 20 minutes. But we'll get rid of that and we'll move down. We've got a hit transition. And these are kind of like whip pans. So we'll double click, add that into After Effects, drag that over the cut. And that's really cool. It's like a very subtle whip pan. Of course, the great thing is with all of these transitions as well is because they're on their own layer, this layer here, as you can see, it just means you can adjust the in point and the out point. So if you wanted that to be slower going in, you just extend that out. So that takes a little bit longer to go in, and then we'll shorten it on the way out. So it takes a while to go in and then quick on the way out. Or you could do it the other way. You could have a quick entrance and a slow exit. So whip and then holds. So that's really cool. We'll delete that. We'll go down to pixelate, and you've got some cool pixelation transitions here. So we'll just double click, move the cut over in between the two clips. We'll render this out. And there you go. That looks really cool. And we'll move down. We've got, let's go simplified. What does this look like? That's quite a cool one. We've got shake. That's quite cool. Perspective. So that's adding some sort of movement onto that transition. Tap and cursor. Let's drag this in. So we'll double click. Move the cut point on top of the two clips. That looks really cool. As you can see, we've got this cursor animating over. So this would be really cool if you were doing a social media inspired music video. And then let's go down to the last category. We've got warp. Let's go to warp, roll 01 left. We'll double click to add that in. And we'll just drag that on top of the two clips at the cut point. And that again looks really cool. So to do that manually, you would have to have some sort of lens distortion here, followed with some sort of distortion motion blur. And then you would also have to animate the position of the clip. And then you would also have to animate the position of the two clips to go from left to right or right to left. So this one would go left to right. And then you would have to animate these two clips to go from right to left on the position. And you'd have to add the motion tile plugin on top of that to extend the width and the height of those two clips. So as you can tell, it is a lot more work. But there you go. I hope this video was helpful. I do find the AeJuice transitions pack really helpful in my own work when I'm doing music videos and documentaries, because it's a really quick and easy way just to add style and character onto my videos. So if you're interested, then check the link in the description below. That will take you to the AeJuice website, and you can go and check out the seamless transitions pack over there. But there you go. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate your support. And if you want me to cover anything specific or talk about a specific effect, then just let me know in the comment section below, and I promise I will make a video if I know how. And if I don't know how, I'll find out and make a video for you. But there you go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. See you there.